Hare Krishna. Happy Radhastami. Shri Shri Radha Kirchar Gopinath ki. Srila Prabhupada ki. Okay, so we're just going to ask all the Prabhupada disciples and such to just take their seats. And I'm going to ask Mara just to say some welcoming words for Radhastami. And we're going to play a fun game. I hope it's a fun game. Yeah, do the second game first. Please, the blue and then the red, yeah. Maharaj?
Hare Krishna. How are you? Nice to see you after a long time. Huh?
We always end up meeting in Toronto. I was here 10 years ago. Of course, we can see each other in Mayapur, but
I hardly ever come down to Mayapur.
Yeah, when I'm there, I'm in my little care, and people come to me. So
It's like me and Vrindavan. I have to stay inside the house because it's too crazy outside.
yes, Vrindavan has become insane.
Insane. Totally.
You can't even rely on taking a e-rickshaw or anything because it gets blocked 2 blocks away, and then you have to change.
Traffic jam. Good to see you.
Good to
Hare
see you.
Krishna. Are you spending summers over here?
No, just this year. I went to visit my children on the West Coast. Now spending 1 week here, and just happened to coincide.
Okay. Hare
So
Krishna.
here I
So nice to see you. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Happy Radhastami. Because I live in Vrindavan, I have these Vrindavan habits. I think that in Vrindavan they're acceptable, someplace else people don't do this. But naturally in Vrindavan, on Radhastami, we'd all put our hands in the air and we go, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Yesterday I was happy to be with my family. Today I'm more happy. There's one nice saint who lives at Terkadamba in Vrindavan. His name is Rishikesh Maharaj. And when you go to Terkadamba, he always explains Krishna's Leelas that took place at Terkadamba. And he's Bengali, and he speaks funny English. And many times when he wants to express something, he will say, more to more, more to more, more to more happiness. So yesterday I was very happy to see all my friends, and today it's more to more happiness, seeing our old family members. I'm not sure what Indresh Gore has up. Well, he doesn't have sleeves. I don't know what he has up his kurta. But, and what type of game we're going to play. But I would just like to begin our session today with something that Srila Prabhupada, a few things that Srila Prabhupada has written about Srimati Radharani. So this first is from the Nectar of Devotion. Srila Prabhupada says, instead of offering obeisances to Krishna, devotees offer obeisances to his compassionate nature. Actually, because Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it is very difficult to approach him. But the devotees, taking advantage of his compassionate nature, which is represented by Srimati Radharani, always pray to Radharani for Krishna's compassion. Nectar of Devotion. Another quote from Nectar of Devotion. To perform devotional service means to follow in the footsteps of Radharani, and the devotees in Vrindavan put themselves under the care of Radharani in order to achieve perfection in their devotional service. In other words, devotional service is not an activity of this material world. It is directly under the control of Srimati Radharani. And this is the letter that Srila Prabhupada wrote to a devotee in Montreal in 1968. She is so dear to Krishna. Everyone is trying to love Krishna, but Krishna is trying to love somebody. How great she is. Just try to understand. The whole world, the whole universe, all living entities are trying to love Krishna, Krishna Prema. Krishna Prema is so valuable, but Krishna is after Srimati Radharani. Just see how Radharani is great. Try to understand the greatness of Radharani. She is so great. We have to offer our respect. And how is she? Gokula Tarani Mandala Mahite. Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. So, Indresh Gaur, or who is going to lead this session? Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj. Again, happy Radhastami for everyone that joined a bit late. Once again, we're very, very grateful that you're all here and you've done so much service, and I hope you're all happy coming back home and seeing that we're trying our best to maintain and expand what you started for Shri Shri Radha Kirchar Gopinath. This morning, I was actually telling Nandamurti Prabhu and Yogendra Prabhu that how grateful we are that Bibi Govinda Maharaj joined us. They're usually in New Vrajdam in Hungary with beautiful Radha Shyamsundar, but Maharaj made an exception to come here, and it would not have been the same, Maharaj, without you. So we're very grateful that you came. I know Shivram Maharaj, we owe him some kind of gift now that you're not with him on Radhastami, but we're very grateful that you're here. Before we get into a game, I just want to let you know, I think Mother Praharna's taken you all around, but His Holiness Bhakti Mark Swami has been very instrumental in making sure Radha Kirchar Gopinath's building gets maintained, and we have a building improvement committee. Mother Praharna is on that building improvement committee as well, and we've done a lot of additions, and there's been a lot of little miracles. So during COVID, we were all very puzzled, what's going on? Okay, we're going to have to shut down our temple. And literally, there was very few people allowed for 2 years. So Krishna gave us the intelligence to redo the ashrams. So when all of you were here, I'm looking at the Vaishnavis first. For decades, the Vaishnavis used to have to go outside their ashram into the main hallway to go out and use the facilities, morning, evening, and night. And then the Vaishnavas would sometimes be coming with their gamchas right next door. So we actually made a lot of changes. We redid the ashrams to a modern level. And we actually, the men had their own ashram washrooms, miracles, something you'd expect. And then in the women's ashram, we also, Lakshmi Moni Mataji actually gave Lakshmi for it, and we actually built washrooms in the women's ashram as well. And we expanded a number of rooms. And we had all these empty rooms. The women's ashram had one Vaishnavi. The men's ashram had 5 or 6 of your senior godbrothers that we've been taking care of, like Dharma Prana Prabhu, Dakshin Prabhu, Har Kumar Prabhu, and lovely godbrothers that we've been taking care of and honoring. We said, what's going to happen? So we built this during COVID, and right after COVID, on Narshama Chaturdasi, the day that we opened the ashrams, we actually started having a full ashram. We introduced Bhakti Academy. And today in this temple, there's about 30 resident devotees, of which about 20 plus are under 25. So we have all these young devotees here, and they do morning program. They do service. Sometimes we don't have enough cabbage to cut up anymore. There's not enough service to go around because there's so many young devotees. And they go out there and do so much seva, from Govinda's to the boutique. And then we've also done a lot of other renovations. We've gone out there and installed the elevator. So our dear Prabhupada disciples that are getting older, and many other people can come and take darshan. It goes to the basement level. The elevator company never was able to do that. That was a first. They were able to go lower. We're still having some drainage issues. That opened on August 14th, 2 days before Janamastami. 2-year project, 1 year to get permits for that. And so we opened up the elevator. We've done major renovations in Govinda's. Your son-in-law has been doing renovations recently as well. Jai Chaitanya Prabhu just helped us with the kitchen. We just did a Matchless Gifts renos. Matchless Gifts, we changed it from Govinda's boutique. We just did the renovation, spent a lot of Lakshmi. And our sales on Radha Astami was about 4 times the usual sales. So people are loving it, very Yorkville type of boutique. And then in your temple, in the future, there'll be a conference room being added right above here. So in this temple room, we use Prabhupada's quarters, which we're trying to save. We're actually redoing it now to preserve his legacy. So we're going to try to build a conference room where you see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's diorama. And that will we can hold meetings, etc. Very crucial. Unfortunately, we try to leave the meetings to a minimum, but they are necessary. And then right on top of the Govinda's flat roof, so if you look at Govinda's, when you go and have dining tonight, you'll see Govinda's has a very flat roof, a beautiful flat roof. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually go out there and have an open air, so we can go out there and do japa retreats, yagas, etc. in the open air. At least in the summer. I know we have a short summer, but at least for a few months we can have that. And then we're going to try, if Tulsi Maharani accepts it, we're going to try a small solarium and see if she likes it. We're going to try just one. And if she likes it, we'll put more Tulsi Maharani in the solarium. So we have a lot of expansion plans. And because we have a wait list, this is true, we have a wait list to get into the ashram right now. And just one little point, with the ashram, when TOVP came last year, these ashram devotees donated $250,000 to TOVP. They're all educated, working devotees. So besides doing the service, a lot of them are working outside as well. So it's a real miracle. So we have a waiting list. So right above here in this ashram, here we were joking because Amala Harinam fell through the roof right there when he was taking pictures. They were getting all excited. But we are looking to go out there and build up the attic and put about another dozen rooms upstairs. So eventually we'll be able to have 60, 70 devotees in your temple here. And His Holiness Bibi Govinda Maharaj did a program on Thursday at a yoga studio. So we do outreach. Krishna's blessed us with a lot of space. But we do some outreach programs that are outside the temple. And we do that because people are a bit more comfortable. It's like a yoga studio. It's a bit more in their element. And we've had some success where we've gone out there and had some local devotees. And I think one of those devotees is joined today or this week, right? They're going to join in the next couple of days. So we are trying to go out there and do a lot of local. I don't use the word Western. In America, they call it Western. You know, I said the other day, it looks like you need a cowboy hat to do Western outreach. So we do local outreach, if it's Chinese, if it's African American, if it's Western, whatever the case is. And as I was mentioning the other day, there's a lot of focus, even where I'm going to Houston in the next few days, and there's a lot of focus in North America, how do we become relevant. We have about 60, Maharaj also did a program last Sunday, where there's about 60, I think, Russian-speaking devotees that are not of the Indian background, and their community is about 150, I'd say, overall, in terms of actual database. So we're trying to roll that out, and 2 of the centers that we just opened in the last few months, Quebec City, which is one of my favorite, most beautiful cities in Canada. If you've not been, it looks like it's a nicer version of Paris. That is 100% all French-Canadian local devotees. And we opened 2 centers, one's in Barrie and one's in Angus. So we've experimented with, in Angus, which is just a stone's throw away from Barrie, it's all Western outreach, like all by chance. There's one Mauritian couple, but all the other ones are local. So we're trying a concept called Bhakti Yoga Circle. So we'll have a Mandir option 1, Bhakti Yoga Circle. So that's happening right now. And as I mentioned the other day, with the wonderful leadership, wonderful support, His Holiness Bhakti Marg Swami, we're up to over 30 centers now in Canada, a dozen here. We opened 6 this year, and we have another 4 slated. So Krishna consciousness that you all started is blossoming and blooming in Canada, and it's all thanks to you. And as I said, Mother Praharna has been a stalwart. She's my mentor. Krishna's Kaviraj Prabhu, who's not here, he's worked very hard. Bhakti Marg Swami's worked extremely hard. He keeps traveling. So this is all your legacy, and I hope you guys are all happy with what we've been able to do. So can we have some fun now? Hare Krishna. Okay, so I know the conch shells will blow in 15 minutes. So this is, you can just shout it out. We have 2 versions of this. So we're going to ask you, and just go out there and randomly, just shout out. We're going to ask you. You'll get the game in a second. Go ahead. Go. Yeah, who's most likely to sneak extra gulab jamuns from the prasadam line? They don't have to be here. You can just tell the truth. So when you were here, who would sneak extra gulab jamuns or extra maha? I agree with that. Kamsanta. Mahavir. Tell it, Prabhu.
In Gerard Street, Prabhupada used to make the sweets for the for the offerings. And he would make a big tray of sandesh or gulab jamuns, and then a few would be offered at each offering. And often he would stay up late at night preparing them. And then it came to pass that he'd go to make an offering and some of them were missing. So he started and Lakshmi Moni was involved in this. So nobody would own up to who was stealing the unoffered sweets. And this went on for some time. And so Drupad made some sweets, but he didn't put sugar in them, he put red pepper in them. That's how we caught up to Mahavir. Mahavir? Yeah. I had a whole pastimes with him.
I mean, we did invite Mahavir Prabhu, right? He's in Alachua, right? Yeah, he's in Alachua. We did invite him. Yeah, and then, by the way, the reigning king for this remains Harkumar Prabhu. But because he's our treasurer, that's his little guilty thing. He does go out there and still sneak sweets as well to this day. Oh, okay. Falls asleep during Bhagavatam class. Who's most likely to fall asleep during Bhagavatam class? Drupada and Jagadish. Okay, Prabhus. Yeah, we heard at Nectar yesterday that he fell asleep for 30 seconds and woke up and kept going. Yes, Maharaj.
The wife of Kumbhakarna was Nidra Devi. And that's why Kumbhakarna could sleep for 6 months a year. And then after Kumbhakarna was killed, then Nidra Devi, as a widow, she went into seclusion. But she's a great devotee, and she loves the Srimad Bhagavatam. So the only time that Nidra Devi will appear is during Bhagavatam class. She comes to listen, and then everybody else falls asleep.
Haribol, Jai. Next. Okay. Who's most likely to make everyone laugh? Bhakti Marg Swami? Who else? Okay. Oh, accidentally burned a sabji, but call it smoky flavor. Maharaj is volunteering himself. Anybody else? Okay, we'll keep going. Keep going out on Harinam, even at -20. Yes, and the Vaishnavis here. We've seen the pictures and the parkas. Oh, Krishna. Oh, okay, so they're not too tight, they're too big. Next. Breaking into spontaneous kirtan anywhere, even on the subway. Vishnu John Swami. Wait, he was on, was he? Oh, yes. Worldwide, okay. Anyone local? Bhakti Marg Maharaj. Still does it, actually, to this day. Get lost on Sankirtan. Where did I go? Yes, Shari Prabhu. Who used to get lost in Sankirtan?
Vishkarma, Uttam Shloka, and some other devotees, we used to go out of a town for selling the books. Go early in the morning, about after 8 o'clock, and come back night because we were working for Sankirtan, sell the most, collecting money. So I left my job even for a couple of weeks, so I go for selling the books. And even I was selling life insurance, in 2 days I make always 1 month my income, with 1 or 2 apps. So I was driving. So once happened, I don't know the road that time, 1974, yeah? So they go, tell, okay, Shori, drive. Coming home back, I said, look, I gone out of a town. He said, okay, go to left, they're sleeping. Midnight, we're coming back, then get up again in the morning. Hare Krishna.
Okay, yeah, let's do the next one. Okay, so this is rapid fire. Oh, it's not done. It's not. Okay, so anybody that goes out there, yeah, you're ready? Manil Prabhu? Yeah, so this one word, the first service you ever did in ISKCON Toronto, especially if you don't know. What was your Sankirtan? Sewing. Making samosa. Oh. Peeling potatoes. Ah, yeah, that service is very important. Yes. Garland. David, we made garlands. Wow, okay. Cooking. Jai. Mataji? Oh, dressing Radha Kirchner Gopinath. Wonderful. Jai. Shri Radha Kirchner Gopinath ki. Jai. Favorite prasadam sweet served in 70s or 80, maybe made by Maharaj. Simply Wonderfuls. Malpuras, yes, and Lugulus. And that art is lost a bit. There's no Simply Wonderfuls or Lugulus anymore. Okay, so Maharaj is giving you an open invitation to come to Kazakhstan. That's an open invitation anytime you want to go. I've seen the pictures. Yeah, it's wonderful. They have a Gaushala too. Jalebis. Jai. Oh, Krishna. Yeah. And just to let you all know, for the last 53 years, since all you, we still serve every day. Radha Kirchar Gopinath still gets fresh kheer. How many bowls of kheer do we offer? 12. So 12 bowls of kheer every single day. That tradition has not failed, thankfully. Jai. Oh, yes, Prabhu. Prabhu, Munil Prabhu.
Made exactly according to Srila Prabhupada's recipe that is in the original Hare Krishna cookbook.
Yes. And Ugresh Prabhu, which I was really looking forward to being here, he admits blueberry halwa made him a devotee. So, and I'm sure that story is with hundreds of devotees around the world. Halwa converted them.
We were a very rebellious temple. We did things a little different here. We had cases of Belgian chocolate. And we made chocolate burfi, and it was like the best thing I ever ate in my life. It was.
We have to edit that out of the video. You know what? Last week I had some wonderful devotees. I'm not going to mention the wonderful devotees, but they're in their room. And that wonderful devotee made some chocolate cupcakes for Govindas. And I got a call. Oh, we're serving chocolate all of a sudden. So then I had to go there and ask that wonderful devotee through her husband, please make it carob last week. So, yes, Marge.
There was a time when the devotees would go to the market and they would get milk that was just on the edge. And I mean, they got a lot of milk. And they told the people in the market that we were pig farmers, and so we should get the milk for feeding the pigs. And then they'd bring it to the temple, and I would boil it up, and it would curdle, and the whole temple stank because of that aroma. But for the Sunday feast, we just dropped big blocks of delicious, tasty, sweet chocolate inside. And at the Sunday feast, people would get whole, big scoops of chocolate sandesh on their plates.
That's calories just listening about that. Oh,
And also, a sweet was made here. I don't think it's made in any other temple in ISKCON. And I don't know if they still make it here, but it was kirkadam. Does anybody remember kirkadam? It was like a rasagula inside and burfi on the outside. I made them, Bhadrapriya made them.
Okay, you're taking notes? We're to introduce these things back.
It's like,
Well, thank Krishna they're gone. Imagine my size if all of that was here. I'd be like, whew, the prasad was already too good.
as a cook, I feel that our pride here in Toronto was the quality of sweets that we made for the deities. I mean, we made outrageously good sweets for the deities.
And I just want to say before I forget, Maharaj mentioned a milk run, and our dear Dharma Prana Prabhu is not here right now. And his daughter's taking beautiful care of him, and he was supposed to come up, but he just couldn't make it. He just a few months ago, he's left. So it's like a change of the chapter, and all of us were very heartbroken. But he couldn't make it. But Dharma Prana Prabhu, when he moved from Toronto to Chicago, he would take me and my sister on those same milk runs with the same excuse, pig farm. So he picked it up from here, and we were doing the same thing. We were doing the same thing in Chicago with Dharma Prana Prabhu. Yes, Marge, sorry. Oh, someone else. Yes. Marge, go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to mention that the reason we had these wonderful sweets because we had some of the most amazing cooks.
Yes.
Drupada, Bibi Swami.
Sri Lokanath made fabulous meals.
Oh, I mean, our cooks, their heart was in the prasadam and the Sankirtan. In the early days, we were starving. Totally starving. My daughter was born a month early because she was hungry. Seriously. But when we got to Avenue Road, it was crazy. We had the feast, cook a feast in the morning for the Sankirtan devotees, and then the evening when they got home, it was another feast. But unbelievable prasadam. And then they opened up the restaurant. And all these cooks cooked in the restaurant. It was unbelievable, amazing prasadam. Never a bad day. Never a bad day.
Prabhupada and I used to have so many leelas that we always wanted to make like the best prasad for the devotees who were going on Sankirtan, well, for all the devotees, to keep them inspired. So we would do regular runs to Kensington Market and to the Ontario Food Terminal. And back then, I think they gave us $100 a week for feeding all the devotees and buying stuff for Radha Gopinath also. And often we would go to the food terminal on Friday after the merchants had thrown their stuff out that they couldn't keep over the weekend. And Drupad and I spent many, minus 30-degree days at the Ontario Food Terminal, climbing around the garbage skiffs outside, trying to pull out salvageable things that we could bring back to the temple and give a shave and turn into a sabji,
Thank you again. So thank you for your early pioneers. We really appreciate this. What we're going to do, I think we had a lot more, but I think we'll start with the Radha Asmi noon artik right now, and we'll just request a bit of kirtan, and then we'll be waiting for you in Govinda's for a Radha Asmi feast. It won't be as good as the old days, but we'll try.
And another great cook was Tarakawan. He was a great cook. He was fantastic, and we used to cook together, and we used to do the Sunday feast. And at one point, we heard about this thing called pan that they offer to the deities. And so Tarakanath and I went down, I think way down Gerrard Street. There's some Indian stores down there, and we used to buy betel leaves, and we used to buy all of these exotic masalas to put inside to offer to Radha Gopinath. And we would cook the Sunday feast, then we'd go to the kirtan after, and the walls would sweat and the floor would be covered in sweat. And then we'd eat, and then we'd take one of those pawns, and our heads would go kaboom.
Subhuti would make hot parathas for everyone.
Yes.
And it would blow our minds. Just couldn't stop eating them. She just kept cooking.
Throughout the whole world, when I tell people about Toronto, I tell them about Mother Subhuti. And I say, she is the Paratarani of the whole universe.
Okay, so thank you, everyone. Shri Shri Radha Kirchar Gopinath ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Prabhupada's noble sons and daughters for decades and decades of service ki, Jai. So we'll just do a bit of kirtan. Please join us, and as the conch shell blows, please join us, or sooner. We'll be ready for you in Govinda's. Please join us in Govinda's as you're ready to break your fast. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine.
Actually,
Keep it soft. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschachare Zitarine. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Brinda. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Brinda. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Brinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Radhe. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Don't space out. Don't space out. Jaya Radha Gopinath, Radha Gopinath, Radhe. 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 Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Nittai Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Nittai Gaura Haribo, 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 Haribo. Nittai Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Shri Radha Kirchor Gopinath Ki. Shri Radha Kirchor Gopinath Ki. Shri Radhastami Mahamahotsav Ki. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Gopinath. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Paribrajacharya Asto Tarasata Sisimad. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Paribrajacharya Asto Tarasata Sisimad. His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki. Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki. Prem Sikaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudhi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopinath Shamakun Radhakun Giri Govardhan Ki. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki. Mayapur Navadip Dham Ki. Ganga Maya Ki. Jamuna Maya Ki. Bhakti Devi Ki. Tulsi Maharani Ki. Sambed Bhaktivinoda Ki. Gaur Premanandi. Shri Shri Radha Kirchor Gopinath Ki. Radha Kirchor Gopinath Ki. Radha Kirchor Gopinath Ki. Shri Radhastami Mahamahotsav Ki. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Hari Hari Bo. Hare Krishna. Any, don't do that. Hey, Mat Karo. Never played drum unless there's kirtan going on. Hare Krishna, everybody who's in the temple, all of our guests. If you stand in front of Shri Shri Radha Gopinath on this holy day of Radhastami and pray that they will give their mercy to you and that they will save you, they will certainly do so. I have personal experience of this, that 53 years ago, I stood in front of Radha Gopinath on Radhastami Day. I had no idea who they were, but I just stood in the back of 187 Gerrard Street and I prayed, please save me, please give me your mercy, please save me. So if you're interested in the mercy of Sri Krishna, on this special day, approach Sri Krishna's most wonderful devotee, Sri Radha, ask for her mercy, and you will certainly receive the mercy of Sri Krishna. Hare Krishna.
So we're just asking for all the VIP special guests to please come into Govinda's. Hare Krishna. And can we ask the Sankirtan leader, the Harinam leaders too? You can go to Govinda's as well.